Welcome to Shri and Kira Live, the voice of passionate action, bringing fresh perspectives and timeless wisdom for today's shifting paradigm. Now, it is your moment to open your mind, relax into your body and spirit as we explore the greater meaning of your now experience. Bringing wisdom, laughter, and clarity, here are Shri and Kira.
Namaste, beloved ones, and welcome to the Voice of Passionate Action. I am Kira Ra.
And I am Sri Ram Ka, and you are welcome to be with us now.
Well, absolutely, Sri. And, thank you for tuning in, whether you're with us live right now today. And hey, remember, if you are tuning in live, those phone lines are open, and you can give us a buzz to get in the queue at 888 and 627-6008. Again, 888-627-6008, because today, we are talking about something. We've got our YouTube videos up on this. We've been encouraging you to listen to this show, the worldwide global opening of chakra vastu on the planet. This is part of the Ascension that's going to happen in 2015 through 2022. If everybody's telling you it's all going to happen at once, God bless them. But the reality is that this is a 7-year window.
And during this time, you're going to start realizing the fruits of all of those drum rolls and anticipations and things that have gone on for quite a while. As people have kind of gossiped about the Ascension process.
There you go, Shri. I love that word. If you've not been tuning in and you're just catching us right now, let me share with you a couple things. Number one, go to YouTube, hit on our channel, Official Shri and Kira, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you get all these updates the minute they're posted, and we post a lot of updates, and they're always short, 12, 15 minutes max. But the one thing I want you to do is go reconnect with this past summer. Remember, we had those 3 blood moons. This is when this all started heating up, and this all ties together. And that's what today's show is about. We're going to bring this all together. Shri and I have been getting tons of emails and requests from people, and there's a lot of things that are happening. People are feeling a lot of things. Well, it started in the summer of 2014. We had those 3 blood moons. Then, starting in this November-December, we were calling it the November-December combination, we started the 5-month opening to what we're referring to as the escalator to the Ascension, which begins actually in March 2015. Because remember, we're dealing with right now is like sequences of sacred geometrical forms. We have one sequence that opened up in the summer that was taking us through until March 2015. We have the individual sequences of the months since September. We have the September, October. Then we have this November. And so then we have the 5, which is the 5-pointed star, which ties into the chakra vastu opening. So I don't want you sitting there going, I'm perplexed, Kira. That's a lot of geometry. I'm just wanting you to get the sense of multi-dimensional overlay that we are all existing in right now, which is creating, Shri, quite frankly, for a lot of people, some very new physical experiences, emotional experiences, spiritual experiences. And this is why it's important to talk about what's happening.
Absolutely, because it takes courage and it takes tenacity to stay awake. And when I say awake, I'm not talking about slumbering. I'm talking about paying attention.
Yeah.
It's easy to be distracted, whether by career or crisis or chaos. That's easy. Anybody can be distracted.
Absolutely.
To stay awake and to notice and to breathe and to keep one's heart open, that takes courage. That takes a commitment, because in every moment, let's just say the impulse to get hypnotized is always there.
That's a really powerful sentence, Tree.
And this is why we need to lend each other a hand, because at any moment we kind of sink into our own delusion, and then things don't quite go as pleasantly. There's not as much joy going on. And those are the moments where we need to reach out to somebody and say, hey, I need a reminder. I need a lift. Help me get my clarity back.
Absolutely.
And this is how we help each other, because this fog of delusion is so prominent and so accepted as the norm by the mass consciousness. And so I'm not meaning to belittle anything. I'm meaning to offer encouragement that is very tough to hold your course, to keep walking.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to be sharing some really nice information with you today. And you're going to want a pen and paper because this is actually information you want to reflect on.
This is actually a show you want to listen to more than once, because if you're catching us at the very beginning, which is today, I love that our show's on Sunday, because today heralds the first of the 5-week intensity. We're going to give you week by week what you can expect, what's happening, and how it's overlaying. So again, get your pen and paper. Maybe we should take a caller while some of you may be wanting to do that.
Well, absolutely. Why don't we just start where we start with line 1?
All right, let's do that.
And we'll say hi to Mary from Chapel Hill.
Oh, namaste, Mary.
Hi, guys.
Hi, sweetheart. Welcome.
Oh, my gosh. It's so good to hear your voices live. I just wanted to, first of all, give you so much heartfelt gratitude and unconditional love for meeting you guys again this life. I mean, it blows my mind, and what you guys do really, really makes a difference. I have to say that from my own personal experience and following you all.
Thank you. Thank you for receiving and allowing your heart to expand. That's such a beautiful gift.
Yeah, indeed. It's kind of funny because, I was listening to Sheree talk about the impulse to get hypnotized and, trying to stay the course and how difficult it can be and just, getting your clarity back. And I guess as far as all of us know, this year has definitely been really, really hectic, the highs, the lows, all of it. And sometimes recognizing the gift of it all can be overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like all the gifts we get.
But they are all gifts.
Right. Indeed. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to definitely hearing what you guys have to say today with this show. I don't know. I guess it's just, divine timing. So, and I miss you guys. I haven't been there since last year with Guatemala. So, and that's changed my life in more ways than I can say. And I mean, all of it wasn't happy and good, but it was worth it. Every bit of it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I really am. And may we offer you a mini soul reading today?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm going to invite you to just relax into the beauty and the spaciousness of you. And as I invite you to do that, it's really not even me inviting you to do that. It's this beautiful supportive group around you. And it's so funny. I have to share I keep hearing the song, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And they just keep sending that one line. They just keep saying, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. And that for you, it's all about celebrating through December. And so I'm absolutely loving that your intuition said, yeah, today's show is something I really have to listen to, because by really taking in these week by week energies for you, it's like this month sets everything straight. It's like it's a month of I get it. And you go like steamrolling into 2015 in a beautiful new cycle. So I love that your call today is an affirmation of how beautifully you really are doing. And thank you for allowing me to share that with you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. My heart is with you all.
Thank you. And ours is with you, Angel. Namaste.
Many blessings indeed. It's truly a magical time. And I think one of the things that is wondrous about this time is we're moving into the chaos and the opportunity of the holiday season.
I love how you say chaos opportunity. And for those of you that don't know, that was his reference to the Chinese character, which is the same for chaos and opportunity, as he's winking at me.
And for many of us, the holiday season carries with it an opportunity to be retrospective, to revisit things at different levels.
Right.
And here we are entering these phases of the chakra vastu that's going to unfold week by week during this season. And we want to share a little information about that. But before we get into the specifics, I want to remind you that our brothers and sisters in the area that's now called India developed Vastu science many thousands of years ago.
Yeah, this is about as ancient as it comes.
And anything that has truth is timeless.
Yeah.
So whether a thing is young or old, if it's truth, it's timeless.
Well, Shri, I do have to jump in only because we're so excited. Shri and I are actually very, very blessed to have put together an incredible sacred journey to India coming up in October 2015. And the only reason I'm mentioning it is we've kind of casually announced it, and at this point we only have 3 spots left. So if you're interested, go to our website and look at the India journey. Go to our 2015 calendar and you'll see it right there in October 2015 and learn more, because we're actually going to we're going to places that normally tourists don't go in a stunning energetic alignment or process. And I just had to share that because you brought it up.
The piece just to put the ribbon on the package is there's many ways to visit sacred sites.
Yes.
And the way we like to visit them is to connect with the energy, that part that is unpolluted.
Right.
And so our focus when we lead a group is to help people reconnect to the cosmic origins.
Right.
Because Earth has been the recipient of so many divine influences, and so many Earth egos have distorted these influences over the millennia that sometimes we need a little help sifting.
Well, and we need help clarifying, because remember, during 2012, a lot of people talked about how the spiritual energy was moving, how the energy that was in India had come over here towards South and Central America. And what that was not a shift. It was a balance. Imagine a scale. Imagine a beautiful scale that has its 2 plates on it. And India was carrying this one side of the plate for a very long time. And what happened was that there was this divine balance, this divine harmony. And what's going on right now that's important to visit in India, and for example, where we're going to one of the incredibly off the beaten places that we're going to is the Ajanta Ellora caves. And, these have been on Ancient Aliens. People are absolutely convinced they were built with alien technology. And what I'm enjoying is that just like with this rise of chakra Vastu, what these thousands and thousands of year-old caves demonstrate is oneness energy. Because here you have in the exact same location, Buddhist caves, Hindu caves, and Jain caves that were inhabited, that were populated for thousands of years. This is powerful stuff.
Absolutely. And this brings us back to the topic of today, which is the architectural or principles of the Vastu science.
Yes.
And the piece that's important to recognize is that as one understands energy and how energy flows, there are proven methodologies for enhancing energy flow, for kind of consolidating energy flow. And one of the marvelous things in some of the ancient temples, especially in India and Asia, is the innate understanding of these Vastu principles. Without getting into the whole science, which is truly a university degree.
In many ways.
The thing to know is that the ratio of height to width, the orientation northeast, southwest, the placement location on the earth, and the size of the roof, and all of these factors actually create the opening or the vortex inside, which is why so many people, when they go into certain cathedrals and certain temples, they feel a presence.
Well, and then when we allow that to become the chakra Vastu, which is what we're talking about is allowing this science, this sacred principle of the science, the sacred geometric principles, the energetic principles as they apply to the chakras of our physical world, the chakras of our earth, and the chakras of our spirit. And this is why there are very few, if almost, I don't know anybody other than Shri and I that are talking about this right now. But the reality is that this is what's happening right now. This is the energy. And if you're aware of it and you can be harnessing it, I mean, imagine stepping into a temple that's been built according to sacred principles, understanding where those energies lie and be able to really benefit versus walk in and go, wow, this feels great. I'm having a great experience, but I really don't understand why.
Yeah. And then let's take this principle of understanding the energy flows and how one corner of the building magnifies another corner of the building.
Right.
And let's just transpose that to our other home, not our temple home, but our actual home.
Ooh.
which I'm referring to your physical body.
Absolutely.
As well as the earth itself. I mean,
Yes.
if people ask you, where is your home? Come on, let's get real here. It's wherever you are.
Well, and, the old saying, home is where the heart is
Yes.
so true and so literal.
And we look at from one perspective, human nature is kind of silly because we tend to set ourselves last. We tend to forget how sacred and wonderful
Right.
our physical bodies are, and the temple of the energy centers that run up and down our spine. I mean, we have an inner cathedral.
Totally.
It's filled with light and color.
Exactly.
And this chakra vastu is a reacquainting, a reconnection. This period of time we're entering today.
Yes,
beginning
today,
of
right now,
30th.
November 30th. So no matter when you catch this show, you can look back and go, okay, I get it. It was November 30th.